So my first question for all of you is, how would you describe a community? What kind of defines the thought of community to you? And I'm going to start here.
I suppose it's, at its core, it's just a sense of belonging and having peers, you know. God, I don't know, sorry. Yeah, it's like just that sense of belonging and having people and knowing that like you're not on your own. It's like a lack of isolation. It's the opposite.
Would you agree?
Yeah, I would. I think a lot about community is like having people there to catch you if, like, you know, if you end up in a situation where you're like, nah, I'm not a fan of this, I don't like this, or, you know, you have a hard situation, you can turn to somebody and know they'll be there for you, and have like people that you can go to and say, I'm having a really terrible day today, I just need something to pick me up a little bit, and you have people that can do that. But there's so many aspects into a community, like whether that's a family community or friends or even like a university community, there's so many ways to twist it.
Yeah. Rene, what would you think?
I think the way that I kind of process like communities is that it's a group of people that kind of find commonality in something or another. And yeah, like I've always been saying for a long time, like I'm just such a like big fan of community because I think like at its core, like what am I trying to get at? It's so important because like you need other people who experience similar things to you to try to help push you in the right direction sometimes.
Yeah, and I'm going to phrase this slightly differently for you, Kate. Okay. But can you, in terms of what defines a community, how do you feel that you belong to any communities? Could you tell us about them?
I think I've changed kind of community because I moved down to Ayr for uni. So like my home community was a lot different to this Ayr community. It was a lot more like I lived in the countryside and that sort of thing, so it was a lot more like you knew who the people that were around you, whereas here I would say the community is very broad, very big. Like it's hard to know everybody that's in your community. So I think, like, to go back to your other question, I think community is like just about helping the people you're around, and it's not all about like knowing everyone in your community is what I've kind of learned from changing community. So that makes sense.
Did you find that transition difficult? How do you know that you're part of this community compared to your previous one? What made it feel real?
It was hard, like, don't get me wrong, because you didn't know your neighbour down the street and that sort of thing. For me, it was just going on Facebook, going on social media, finding like that kind of helped with going to a new community, and I fell in it because of uni. I think there was people I met in where I stay that like have moved from different places as well, so that helped build the community that I live in now. So.